What's up, y'all? I'll figure this out. Hey! How are y'all? Girl, y'all, as y'all can see, I'm just having me a day right now with this rain and everything. Rain. My ring's getting caught in my wig. There's all types of stuff. Oh, thank you. Because I feel like, ooh, I'm looking crazy right now. Oh, thank you. Look, check out my earring today. I like that. I'm tripping on them, baby. I love it. So, somebody asked me to do a live about how to waste his time 2018, how you lie to men or something. Let me tell y'all something. First of all, you shouldn't be running into men telling them all your business that you just met anyway, because you don't know them. You don't know them. Simple. Keep that in mind when you're meeting these people at these bars and you're giving them all your information about where you work, what you do, and everything like that. Like, if they asking all those questions, be somebody else that night. You don't know if you're gonna run into them again anyway. Shoot, when I go out sometimes, I'll decide, am I a contractor tonight? Am I a receptionist? Am I a writer? You know, I just decide whichever one I want to be. And that's who I'm going to be that night. And that's what I'm telling niggas that night. Straight up. Because, first of all, what I do is really none of their business. Secondly, I don't know them. And I don't know them enough to be telling them all my business. So, you know, that's just how I feel about it, you know. So, like, say, for instance, somebody, you know, dudes always coming sitting next to you when you at the bar or you out, and they gonna start some silly conversation with a joke or something like that, right? Like the other night when I was sitting at the bar after I took my dad out for his birthday and stuff, and Bills came on. And if you follow me on Twitter, I was talking about that. And it was a perfect time because dude was like, oh yeah, I don't mind paying no bills here and there. He was like, damn, this crazy. This sounds crazy though, right? And then I was like, interesting, you know. But that's usually how they start the conversation. And then he was like, oh yeah, so what you out here doing? You just out chilling or whatever? And I didn't tell him, oh, it's my dad's birthday. I just came out because it's none of his business. I just told him, look, oh no, I used to come here with my mother all the time, and you know, we really like coming here, so I was out in the area and I came out. They don't care, you know. So, plus it's just fun. It's just fun. It's fun lying to niggas. Sorry, Mr. Uber driver. Sorry. It's fun. Like, because, you know, you just make it up as you go. And you just see how much you could get away with for that little amount of time. Like, go out. Have fun with it, you know. You don't want to be going out as yourself all the time, you know. Give yourself some time to have fun. Take a break. Be somebody else, you know. Be extra, you know. And tell them what you want to tell them. You don't have to tell them everything. You don't have to tell them shit about your life for real. You can just tell them whatever you want to tell them. And if they ain't fucking with it, be like, all right, cool, that ain't who I am anyway. On to the next person tonight, you know. Do y'all see that? It's like some cat hair on my nose or something. But yeah. And then you also You also don't need to be dedicating all your time to talking to a bunch of guys. Like, you don't need to be dedicating all your time to talking to men you just met. Like, all of that, I understand the honeymoon phase and being excited and everything, but I think the sexiest thing that a woman could do in the earliest stages is be busy and unavailable. Make him chase you a little bit. Even if you did give your number out, slow responses, slow responses. You don't need to be texting back every fucking 5 minutes. Like, go do some work, go take a nap, go read a book or something. Hit them up later with something to actually talk about. I think that's extremely, people really don't understand how attractive that can be if you have a life and you got stuff to do, and how guys, like, they become a fan of it, like, you don't want to just be sitting there, hey, you don't want to be sitting there just sitting by your phone waiting for the next text message, waiting for the next phone call. You got time to be on the phone all day because you're not doing anything. That's, to me, it's unattractive, for real. And for real, I don't think a lot of guys think it's attractive. I think they see it as a way to manipulate and control you, and I think they also see it as you're a woman who has no other options. Like, you got picked by this one dude, and now I will save the life, and now you don't have no other options. Ain't nobody thinking about you, ain't nobody talking to you, so now you're all his without any work, so that's how we wasted time in 2018. Sorry, but seriously, you want to make sure you're putting yourself in a position where, even if you're not a person who dates a lot, because I know everybody's always, oh, I'm an introvert, I'm a relationship person and all this stuff. You still want to make sure that you are taking your time and you are not, like, making yourself too available, because first of all, you just met this dude. You don't know if he got bad credit, 3 kids, and a wife hiding somewhere, and you done spent after a week, you already done spent 72 hours on the phone with him and texting him throughout the day. Let's slow it down. Slow it down. Like, you don't know what the hell's going on with these guys. So just make sure you putting yourself in a position where you still got space to get to know other people in between time until they show you a reason why they need to be prioritized like that. And then it's like, it should be a gift if you're going to be prioritizing a guy. Yeah, mystery. But it also should be an honor when you do prioritize them, because you made the decision that they are worth your time. You don't want to just be prioritizing somebody just because you got their number or they got your number and now this is somebody you're talking to. They need to prove themselves to be worth you prioritizing them and spending so much time of your life with them there, or considering them for that. That should be an honor, that you step up like that and put them in that position. You don't want to be prioritizing some dude you just met at the bar. Like just think about how that looks. You meet dude at the bar, right? You sitting at the bar alone. You meet dude. You talk. You have one conversation, and then you trade numbers. And the next thing you know, what? You talking to him after a week of talking to him, you already done spent a good amount of your time talking to him and only him. What happened? What transpired to all of a sudden make you want to, or make him, or get him to the point where he felt like he deserved to be prioritized that way? Or this reward that you're giving him by prioritizing him was well deserved? Thank you so much. Thank you. Because I'm so tired today. I'm like, I don't know if it's this rain, but I just want to be in a house, I got some stuff to do. So, you just got to think about that when you going out and you meeting people and you giving their number. First of all, you guys already know I'm totally against giving your number out to people you don't know on the street, because it's just too much. It's too much of a personal guard that you're letting down for somebody who hasn't done nothing to prove to you that you should be in contact with them, you know? So, and then it's a lot of other ways that you guys can communicate, like by Snapchat, Instagram, all that stuff. And then when you see what they are up to, and you see what type of life they live, or if anything they even told you is true, then you guys can go ahead and trade numbers. But before then, it's really no point, because otherwise you're just giving your number out to a bunch of people for a bunch of failed situations, because 99% of these guys are lying to you when they're out anyway. So that's a great way to filter out bullshit you don't need to deal with before you deal with it, you know? So that's how you do it. You prioritize yourself first, not because you really technically trying to play games, but because you don't fucking know them. You don't know them. You don't know where they come from. You don't know what their life is about. You don't know if what they told you is true. So you need to, play it smart. Play it smart. Because if I went out and gave my number out to every guy that I passed or thought was cute in conversation, you know how many of them I would probably end up with by the end of the month? Maybe one or two. So it really ain't worth it. It really ain't worth it. You gotta prioritize yourself. You gotta play it smart, because you'll come out with less losses. Less loss. And that's what I'm all about. All wins, wasting no time. You know, because we ain't got no time to waste but his.